Good morning, party people. I'm on my way to Croatia right now because I got invited to paint on a graffiti festival. So this festival is called Graffiti na Gradale, GNG. I definitely need to check out how to pronounce that right. I don't know what to expect except awesome artists, very good weather, cool people, the sea, and yeah, let's check it out. I was very delighted to be invited by Marco to this funky event, even though I was a bit nervous on the beginning because I was supposed to paint over an existing wall of one of my idols, but more on that later. I arrived in Croatia, in Split, and now I'm going by bus to the harbor to switch on the ferry to finally transfer to the island of Brač. There in the background you can already see the sea. After arriving at the port, I was met by volunteers who work at the festival and were also arriving at the same time. I was able to join this group and travel with them on the speed catamaran to the island of Brač. The crossing took about an hour, and on arrival I could hardly believe how incredibly picturesque and pretty this little town of Bol looked. I was picked up at the port by the festival organizer Zrenka, and after a short luggage drop off at the hostel, I was taken directly to the venue. On the way there, I already saw the first impressive mural. The actual venue is located on the edge of the center of Bol in an old abandoned hotel resort. This has been empty for a long time and has now been used as a location for the music and street art festival GNG for many years. In recent years, the music part has grown so much that the concerts and parties now take place at another larger location. However, the old hotel is freshly painted every year. So this year I was asked to paint over this wonderful wall by Lunar and Flying Fortress. It had been standing untouched on the site for 4 years, and today it was about time for something new. I was a bit nervous as Flying Fortress is definitely one of my idols, and I was reluctant to paint over such a large wall of his. However, the prospect of painting right next to the beach every day and being able to jump into the sea at any time to cool off motivated me. After visiting the small hidden bay next to the wall, I started another exploration tour through the city of Bol. It's quite touristy, but that's no wonder, given how beautiful it is here. At the harbor I also discovered this festival poster with the names of all the participating artists on it. In the early evening, my wall was to be primed with a pre-mixed paint, which Chaz does here with a massive airless spray gun machine. I actually wanted to transfer the sketch using the doodle grid method, but since my homies Sobexis had a projector with them, I was allowed to use it in the evening when it got dark. But I didn't film that. So today is the second day on this beautiful island. Now I will walk to the wall and continue painting. By the way, this is the beautiful view from my balcony. I arrived at the wall and I'm already sweating like hell. It's very hot and the humidity is extremely high, but at first it's time to go swimming. It was so incredibly beautiful that you only had to go down these stairs to splash around in the Mediterranean between work. It was very warm and not really cooling, but it was great fun. The typical Croatian pebble beach meant that the water was also absolutely crystal clear. After the short break, I had to go back to work, but first I had to get the paints from the storage and unpack all the spray cans. All the colors I ordered arrived on time, so everything was just perfect. It was really great to just relax and paint in the sun, right by the sea, next to all these other extremely talented and creative painters. That's actually what I love most about being a muralist. The opportunity to travel around and leave my colorful marks on walls in different countries. The best thing about it is that you always have contact to locals and are usually off the beaten tourist track. For lunch, we were taken to a restaurant where there were different hearty meals for the whole gang every day. But don't take too long a break, the mural doesn't paint itself. In the heat, I had to take enough breaks anyway to avoid melting from sweating. As the sun went down, it was an evening ritual to first stroll around the harbor and then meet all the artists, volunteers and organizers taking part in the festival at the large pier and chat over various drinks until late into the night. On Friday, unfortunately the last day for me, the actual festival really began. The first guests arrived in a relaxed atmosphere, merch was on sale and graffiti sketching workshops were held for children.
Because it's where I like my caps.
And it's not only for the caps, it's also nice.
Usually you have gloves in here and a soap bar and that brush that you use to clean your nails.
The music events of the festival didn't start until that evening, but I had to leave early the next morning, so I had to finish the very last details on the mural. Yeah, so I'm standing now in front of the mural on the scaffolding after 4 days of work here on the wall in the hot sun. The artwork is finally finished, so there are just a few steps I need to add, the last finishing touches. But I think if I'm finished with these, there's definitely some time for the last beers of this little graffiti vacation. Okay, so I'm back on the scaffolding. I thought I'm finished, but when I had a look on the final artwork, I realized in the very last minute that there's a little mistake, and it's always like this. If you think you're finished, then you always find something where you realize, oh no, that's a mistake. Like here, there's this rectangle where I originally wanted to add the NBA logo, but yeah, I forgot it. And German designers often say, "Scheiß drauf, ich lasse das jetzt so." And that's how I do it now. I will cover it with some with these colors, and then we just get rid of the NBA logo. Okay, now it's gone. Unfortunately, I couldn't see the mural without the scaffolding, as it wasn't taken down until a few days later. But I did get some very nice photos of the wall without the scaffolding. Thanks so much to the G&G crew and all the people involved. It was an awesome adventure. I hope you enjoyed the video. Here are the final pictures. Peace!